Thank you for joining us. I'm Mark from Blue Ridge Sentinel, and today we're going to go over a pretty cool piece of kit that I got for my wife. And this is a really cool concealed carry option, semi-concealed carry option. I guess if you know what you're looking for, you can pretty much figure out what it is. But I guess it also depends on like what kind of person's holding it, right? So if you are a young woman wearing your leggings, you don't have a belt on, so you can't really be packing an IWB inside the waist band holster, and you just want to throw something on that can hold your phone, your concealed carry permit, if you're in one of those stupid states like ours that requires that you have a concealed carry permit, but it can hold a lot of extra stuff, and then it also holds your pistola. So this is unloaded, and this is a Smith & Wesson equalizer. So this is a 9mm, carries in the regular magazine that kind of sits like that, carries 13+1 9mm, and it fits in this super awesome holster contraption from 945 Industries. So I've been looking for a while at a good option for my wife to, when she's walking on our trails on our property with the dogs. We have bears and stuff like that, and it would just be a really cool thing if she could just go hit the safe, throw something over her shoulder that's usable, that's actually practical. And so I've been looking at different options. Actually, if you could just hand me that. Thanks. Yeah, so this is one of the other things that I got in the past. This is from Blue Alpha Gear, and it looks really cool because it doesn't really look like it's a holster of any kind, right? Super lightweight. It's got Velcro on the inside, so you can put a holster in here. It's got some zippers on here. And so what you would do with this, it's also got a tiny pouch here that you can kind of barely fit a modern full-size phone in. But these things are not, these are a little bit sticky. They're not easy to grab, so this isn't the most practical option. Also, you have to wear it around your waist, and you know, it's just not as, it just hasn't been fitting the needs of what we needed. So I went with something else, and I saw this online. I saw, you know, a few people using it, and just seeing the way it deploys with this tab. And then you got your zippers here. The tab helps you get access to the pistol super quick. So I thought that was really neato, and they have a bunch of different colors. I chose the gray because it doesn't look it doesn't look like a coyote tan or the black ones, which are kind of obvious that it might have a purpose other than just being a cool little European satchel. So I went with this one because I feel it's the most practical. I've actually worn it out in public, and I think because of who I am and what I look like, people probably knew what it was. But like I said before, if you're a different type person, it might not be that obvious. So let's go ahead and get into it and check it out. So as I stated before, you wear this around your chest. It's got a strap. You got this big buckle here. So you put the buckle up on your dominant side. So if I'm right-handed, it's going to be right here. And you got your zippers, and you've got your pull tab. So the way you deploy this is you keep the pull tab out, and then you grab it, and you can get access to your weapon. You can grab it one-handed, so if you're holding something or you have to like grab your kid or whatever, you still have access to your other hand. So it's not like it has to be done with two hands, which is kind of a key feature that I really like. You can still wear a seatbelt with it. I wore it in the car. Pretty awesome. I mean, I really like this thing. I'm very, very impressed. And then also on the back here, it has another zip pouch where you can hold even more goodies. So pretty sweet piece of kit. Let's go ahead and let's use it for the first time and see if we can get shots on target and see how well it does. All right, so we're going to be shooting that white target there at roughly 7 yards, and we are loaded up with some ball ammunition. So got it. It's easy to put back in the holster. I got it zipped up. This is the way you want to have it, with the flap. So let's go ahead and see how quick I can deploy this and get around on target. reach for the flap, hold down, grab your gun. All right, we're gonna do one more and then we're gonna check the target. All right, I could have done better here. That's trigger control. That's just me jerking the trigger. That's why they're going left. Right-handed, if you're jerking the trigger, it's gonna go left like that. So that's all me, but that's not a bad group. So like I said before, I think a very important thing for a holster is to be able to get to it, use it, do everything single-handedly. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that now. So a nice feature that I kind of failed to mention before, which is actually really critical, is when you go on their website for 945 Industries, when you select the one that you want, it actually has an option for whatever firearm you're carrying, and it comes with a nice Kydex holster that's fitted for your gun. And then, you know, this one even has a cutout if I want to put an RMR on here, and then it velcros into the velcro of the pouch here. And this thing is not coming out, you know what I mean, unless you purposely open the whole thing up and dig that Velcro out. The very positive control on the firearm, and that's what you want. This is a very comfortable rig too. Like I said, I've carried it just to try it out. This isn't mine, this is my wife's, but I'm pretty happy with it. Let's get some more shots. Let's shoot some steel. There we go. One thing over the years that I've found that's important for a holster is to be able to administratively unload and load your handgun from the holster. And this is important when you're in a class and you're on a line with other students. And so what that is just being able to get to the magazine release of the pistol without having to take the firearm out of the holster. So if somebody said administratively load your handguns, that means, you know, you get to the magazine well with your magazine, click it in there, you got your positive click, maybe pull on it, make sure it's loaded. So now you have a magazine in the weapon, but maybe you don't have one in the chamber. So then you withdraw, load, and then reholster. I really like this thing. I might get one for myself, but who knows. Well, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Go ahead and check out the link in the description below for this product from 945 Industries. I bought it with my own money. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. And then just make sure you share the video, subscribe, comment, all the things. And thanks for joining us. So catch you on the next one.